peace, welcome. Let's get this going. I'm feeling this energy right now with this masculine. Okay. And find out what's going on with this masculine. So peace and blessings to those who just jumped on. Okay.
iPhone 8? No, 8.
Alright. So let's see what's going on with this masculine at this moment. Okay. Been feeling a super strong energy, like a cry out. It was almost like a soul cry with this masculine. Alright. So we're going to see what's going on with this masculine and why they feel this way. Okay. So we have you lost. Okay. Should be. Let me see if I can. Okay. No. Okay. You lost your way when you loved me for my body and forgot my soul. So I took my body away so, you can spiritually connect again. Okay. So this masculine had stepped away because they were trying to connect back to the feminine. All right. Try to connect back to the feminine on a bigger level than just the physical body. Okay. Divine feminine, the universe got your back because you're on the right path. All right. So like I said, when they took their body away from you, okay, it's like I said, it's a soul cry. They don't want you to give up. One of my lights are going on. Look at that. They don't want you to give up on them because it's not what you think it is. Okay? It's not what you think it is, feminine. Oh, it's lighting back up again. Look at that. On its own. Alright, we're rocking with it. But I gotta back up just in case. So the divine masculine spirit is definitely, feeling the frequency that the feminine is walking away. Okay? Which is not a bad thing. Okay? You're kind of coming into your own strength. So the masculine energy is like, okay, well, now the feminine is coming into her strength where I have to run to my body and take an action. So that's not technically a bad thing that you feminines are stepping into your power. This is not a collective. This is an individual masculine reading. Okay, so if it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Okay. He said, I can't get you out of my mind no matter how much I try. You're always there. Okay? You're always there. And like I said, when it comes to the physical body, the masculine just can't get you out no matter how much they try, no matter who they run with. They just can't escape from the reality that you guys are connected on a deeper level than just the physical body. Okay? Okay, you are brave and full of divine wisdom out of this world. Keep up the good work. Okay, so the masculine knows, okay, that you've been doing your work because you've been trying to connect to them, and some of them realize what's going on. A lot of them are going through shedding. A lot of them, it's almost like a butterfly, going into a cocoon, becoming a tab, just the transition. Okay, every kind of animal being on this planet, we shed skin all the time. We shed skin, but we don't even realize the meaning of it. Okay, as a physical body, sometimes these masculines run into hideout to shed an old way. Okay, to shed the old ways. All right, the reality starts to shift. Okay, and they start to grow up in a certain way. How long does it take them to change? It depends on their own level of growth in their own DNA. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Okay, I hope it's not going to be too late before I realize who you are. Okay, so the masculine wants to make sure, so like when they feel your energy pulling away, they're going to come in physically. Okay, because now that you're pulling away, all right, and you're starting to love yourself more, the masculine can finally go back to its body, collect the body, and come right back. Okay. All right. When we're bonded, he says we're bonded by soul, connected by spirit, manifested by flesh, eternal life. Okay. So this masculine knows that you guys are eternally connected, like I said, like your masculine loves you. Okay, they love you. They feel like you hear them now on an energetic level. You know that love never goes away. Okay, that's why you feel it. Um, but as far as the physical body, once you're masculine, like I told you in my last other video, I think my video before that, if you're masculine can sense that you are loving yourself more, they can run back home to their own bodies and bring the body in. Okay, nothing can stop the body at all, no hesitation or nothing once they're 100% themselves. Okay, they have no control when spirit take over. Never underestimate the power of true unconditional love. Like I said, nothing can stop the masculine once the masculine go home to its body. Okay, so now that you're pulling away feminine and you're coming into your power, the masculine is going to energetically go back to the body and call it in. All right. So stay in your power, divine masculine. The universe got your back. Stay on your path. Okay, so this is divine masculine right next. So now that they see that you love them, what's the matter? What's the matter, Papa? Hmm? Oh, you want your Papa? Yeah? You want your Papa? 5 minutes of bedtime. Okay, so yeah, let's see what else. Okay, masculine energy. So the masculine energy in the physical body is starting to connect. A lot of them are going through the shift right now. Like I said, the shedding of the old ways, the shedding of the old lifestyle, the shedding of ego. The soul is going to collect the body right now and is making a connection. And you're feeling it because you're loving yourself enough, feminine. Okay? Um, I know I'm dealing with toxic situations, but I need to learn. And they needed to learn the hard way. Okay, so even though they was with this karmic situation or not with you, dealing with any kind of situation, just they still knew. Okay, they still knew that they had to face this. They had to face the challenges. Okay, they just wanted you to understand that they had to face a challenge. Okay, dealing with this karmic. All right, dealing with this karmic was not their twin flame. Okay, this karmic was not. All right. So when they were dealing with this toxic situation, they knew they wasn't connected. Okay, they knew they wasn't connected. All right, so let's move on. All right, so that's a good way to finish that off. That's why I had felt that energy of love. I had put the title up there because I know I felt that energy. Like, now the masculine is going to get his body. The masculine energy is going to collect. All right. So let's see what's going on. What else, spirit? So like I said, the masculine knew that they wasn't in a divine union with this karmic. This karmic was nothing but okay. So they're looking for balance now. Okay. I had this in I think my last two with the masculine. They're looking for balance now. Okay. They reviewed every situation with this karmic and with you, and like I said, the power that you harness is strong. It's stronger than the eyes can see. The energy that the feminine carries when it came to this masculine, you gathered enough. You love yourself enough where you don't need your masculine. Your masculine can come in now and you can love your masculine unconditionally. And that's what the masculine wanted in the beginning. Okay? They wanted you to love the soul, not just the body. So once you started loving yourself, all right, feminine, once you started loving yourself, the masculine now knows that they can just, you know, come home now. Okay? They no longer have to live inside you because you have enough self-love. Okay? So we have finance and career issues are factoring in your love life. Okay? So now that you are balanced, okay, because some of y'all might have dealing with your masculine. What? Okay, some of dealing with the union connected to your masculine. You have been guided to get on your path, and as you was connected, you were listening to your intuition, where you now financially are balanced, as well as your masculine is financially balanced. Okay. Okay, you got calling in your soulmate. Okay, your masculine is calling you in. Okay, they're calling you in. So you're getting all kinds of shit. Y'all getting all kinds of shit. All kinds. It's like a whole bunch of synchronicity. Shit. The masculine, you might get a synchronicity that's gonna say, that the masculine, when the masculine is coming, because when spirit says it's time, it's time. Okay. Okay. You got playfulness. Okay. To recapture the romance, allow your inner youth and spirit to shine. Okay. So they're gonna come in with a lot of energy. Okay. This masculine will come in with a lot of energy. What else, spirit? Okay, get to know each other. As you reveal your inner selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so when this masculine come in, they're gonna talk to you about all kinds of spiritual shit. Like y'all gonna be manifesting about the dreams. You're gonna be manifesting you're gonna be manifesting and talking about all the shit that's been going on. Once the masculine becomes one with itself, it's gonna be to the point where it's gonna make you fear the connection because you're like, damn, I thought you was asleep the whole time. I thought you didn't hear me the whole time. But your masculine be like, no, I heard everything. He's gonna tell you, he's gonna come into his body and tell you, I was there the whole time. You just didn't recognize me because I was in a different form. So that's why I tell you, you guys gotta connect to the spirit because that's who they truly are. Never mind the body until the body comes and present itself. When you see the body, the soul should, you guys should have a soul recognition. Okay? And that's how you know the body and the soul is one. One more card, please, spirit. Okay. So this is why this masculine. Okay, free yourself. Okay, it's time to take back control of your life. So this masculine has freed themselves from a lot of situations. Okay, they freed themselves from a lot of toxic issues. Like I said before, I finished that last my deck. It said that the masculine has, got out of a toxic relationship. Okay, got out of that toxic relationship. All right, let's see what else, spirit. Alright, so let's see. Can y'all see that? Okay. Finances and career. Clarify, please. Alright, so we have choices. Alright, like I said, this masculine had to make choices based on. Some of them got out of this toxic situation because they were dependent on this karmic, when it came to finances and careers and uh, housing and money and food and shit like that, shelter. Okay, but now this masculine has gained their own independence. Okay, they gained their own independence. Hey, do me a favor. There we go.
Daddy told me I have to be in here.
What's he doing? Okay. So you got the forbidden. Okay, so when they were in this situation with this karmic, they knew it wasn't something that they were supposed to be in. So they knew that. Okay, they called in the wrong partner at that time. Okay, they called in the wrong partner. They knew it was forbidden, and like I said, a lot of karma has been happening to this masculine, where they've been facing a lot of, I wouldn't say heartache. It was more of a reality check. Okay, like bad shit was happening to the point where spirit was just pulling them. Their souls was just taking them out of the situation, trying to show them all the shit that was going on when it came to the connection with this karmic. Okay, so now they gotta call you in. Okay, you got playfulness. Okay, you got message. Like I said, some of you will be receiving messages. Flirtatious messages at that. Especially when spirit becomes one with the body. When spirit becomes one with its body, it's going to be like an explosive connection, out of this world, because it'll be energy and body. It'll be God body. Okay, this masculine is going to be God body. Okay, so even though you guys faced the situations and dealt with all these trials and tribulations, all right, spirit is saying that y'all should now understand the connection, understand that what they had to face is what they had to face. They had to get that reality check. Who gave it to him don't really matter. It's the fact that they had to understand it. They had to get that reality check. Okay, because you can get a reality check by just looking at the weather. Okay, the signs of rain and thunder, or some kind of reality check. Maybe they might have almost got hit by a car, or maybe a lot of shit's been happening. A lot of karma's been taking toll. That the karma was pretty much pushing them toward the direction to leave the karmic and pull them back to the divine. Okay, so we have risk. Okay, so they took a risk dealing with this karmic. Like I said, they were dealing with a lot of karma. Okay, but they freed themselves from that. Okay, they freed themselves from the situation. They was dealing with the wrong person, and then what I'm saying, they had a reality check. Okay, they had a reality check, and they had to do it alone. Okay, they had to do it alone. So like I said, some of them was with this karmic, but they wasn't with this karmic. Okay, they were just telling the karmic what they wanted to hear. They was just, just fucking with this karmic because it was something to do. It was something to keep them occupied. But now they no longer need to be occupied with the situation. Okay. Let's see what else there. Okay, yeah, so they had to cut the karmic out. Okay, they no longer needed this karmic, so they had to cut him out. Alright, so it was time. Okay, they just had to do it all in the right time. Okay, you have children. Like I said, some of them was stuck because of children, or some of them was just stuck because they needed to grow up. All right, they need to grow up and grow out of it. Okay, but they were definitely suffering. All right, it's definitely not something they believed in. They were suffering. All right, let's see what's going on, spirit. What else is going on? Okay. Okay, you are here for a reason, so the masculine definitely knows that they are here for a reason. All right. Uh-oh. All right. So it's learn from their mistakes. Okay, so they're learning from their mistakes. No matter what it looks like on the surface, they had to like go through this situation. I'm not saying as far as loving someone else, because technically that wasn't really love, that was kind of lust. You know what I'm saying? Because the real love, excuse me, the situation they were in wasn't really love. It was just lust, and it was out of desperation. And I'm not gonna keep it real, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know what love really is. Okay, nobody knows what, unless you're on a divine union, what love really is. Love is unconditional. Okay, these karmics and then they're loving conditional. They were loving because they liked the person, how they looked. It was more of a like an attraction kind of situation. But once the body starts to fade and the flaws start to come out, people change. Okay, people will change. So in a matter of time, they had to learn from this. They had to learn. Okay, love is your energy. Okay, they don't want to keep giving out, energy to the wrong person. Now they're ready to. Okay, so they realized they was giving it out to the wrong person. Now they're ready to give it to the right one. They were immature when it came to. It was almost like petty love, petty love. You know what I'm saying? Understanding your body. So they were suffering, being in a place that they didn't want to be. Okay, they were childish, and they were using their bodies to commit all kinds of sin. And this masculine don't want to do that anymore. Okay. Okay. Thoughts create your reality. So they realize, like, you know, by them lusting this karmic, they suffered a lot. This karmic got pregnant. This karmic they married. This karmic is something that they shouldn't have never been with, and all this kind of shit. This karmic putting them through, where they feel like they no longer want anything to do with it. If they can just reverse everything that they've been through with this person, they would. Okay. they would. So let me see what else. What else? All right. What else, Spirit? All right. So I kind of feel bad for this masculine because it's like they had to wait for the right time to leave. Like it's not easy to just pull up out of a situation. I mean, universe will rip you right out of it when the time is right. You know, when the time is right. All right. You know what? Let me use a different set. Spirit's telling me to go here. We're gonna see what's going on with the soul. Let's check in with the soul. Alright, I got all these cards. I need to start using them. Alright, let's see what's going on with the masculine soul. What's going on with the masculine soul? Alright, what do you want to tell the divine feminine? What do you want to tell the divine feminine? Then three cards that was trying to come out. Let's see. Alright. Don't be afraid. Alright. So your masculine don't want you to be afraid. Alright. You're here for a reason. Okay. Learn from your mistakes. And that goes for you too as well, feminine. Alright, but don't be afraid to take on the challenges. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay. It's not your fault. Okay, so like I said, they're not treating you this way because they wanted to. It's almost because they had to really take the time to learn. Okay, just because they're with this karmic, all right, or around these other karmics. Karmics could be anything that's against the union. Okay, just because they chose this situation, that doesn't mean that they chose spiritually. And this is why they letting you know on a spiritual level, don't be afraid. It's not your fault. Okay, so don't ever think it's your fault, feminine. What else? Okay. We have been together we have been together, okay, in dreams. All right. So like I said, a lot of y'all been having a dreams. Okay. Energy is love and understand your body. Okay. So learn how to work the body. Okay, because the masculine has learned how to work their bodies. So in the meantime, they're trying to teach you on an energetic level how to work your body, how to astral travel, because they're used to being disconnected from their bodies. A lot of these masculines are not connected to their feelings, which means they're not connected to their souls. So they know how to astral travel. They know how to fantasize. They know how to do all those things. All they want to do is, if you are their divine partner, they want you to be able to do the same so that you can understand the level of love that they're giving you other than just the physical body. Because in this world today, a lot of these masculines are not as fortunate to, a lot of these men are not that unfortunate. A lot of them are dealing with challenges and past pain, past trauma that they have to overcome. So some of them disconnect from their bodies because they don't want to feel the pain. Okay? Okay, it says, if I had only knew, okay, if I had only knew then what I know now, okay, I would have definitely lived different, okay? So they definitely would have lived different if they would have known, if they would have knew you existed in real life and not in the astral plane. See, a lot of them masculines, they travel to the astral plane a lot, okay? They travel to the astral plane a lot, but they didn't know that you was here on Earth, okay? So if they known what they knew before, they wouldn't have never did it, okay? So I'm gonna put that there. Let me see if I got anything else. Okay, so that's why you shouldn't blame them for the misunderstanding in their connections. All right, don't blame them. Let's see what's going on. Let me hit a past life real quick. The last time I hit a past life, it really hit home to a lot of people. We're gonna throw a past life and see what's going on here. I'm going to throw 3 past lives out there, see what's going on. Shake it up a little bit. Alright. Oh, that was moving forward. Let's see. So what's going on with the past life, spirit? What do you like the divine masculine, divine feminine to know? That keep moving up. Now I know. Okay. You gotta shift it up. They're just letting you know it's not your fault. So they didn't walk away from you because of you. Okay? Authority figure. Okay? So a lot of them in the last life have been an authority figure where Um, in this life, they're not. Okay, so in the last life, they might have been in charge of a lot of shit, but in this life, they're just a basic person. That's probably why they want you, feminines, to acknowledge them for who they are, because you know who they was in your last life. You guys, the true divine partners, travel from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. So y'all would know when y'all connect, y'all get into these kind of things where you travel to the past lives, and you realize like, okay, in your last life you was a baller in your last life, but in this life you're a bum. What happened? What happened to the frequency? But this is why unconditional love come in, because it don't matter. Okay, yeah, like I said, like they might have been okay. Like I said, it might have been so like in their last life they had it together, but in this life they don't. Okay, in this life they don't. So it's like one of y'all have it good and the other one don't. Okay, okay. So yeah, it's like you gotta tap into, tap into that, tap into the understanding. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with being spiritual and finding out the way. You got Atlantis. Look at that. But in the past life, okay, this person might have had it good, okay, but in this life they don't, okay. But you guys will be traveling to those past lives, okay. Y'all gonna do a lot of shit when you come into a full union. That's why I said when two twin divine people, when y'all come into union, it's not just about physical union. Y'all going to refix shit that y'all destroyed in many different lives, and you're gonna fix it in this one. So there's a greater purpose to a connection like this than just, meeting, fucking, and having children. Okay, you guys got to know why you came here. You guys got to connect. It's not about uh, financial issues. It's not about who they loved. It's not about none of that, because distractions are put here to test the physical body in order to see how much your loyalty is with the true source. Okay, the whole point of it is to stay connected to the source, stay connected to your real, true understanding of your connection. Okay, nothing is greater than the creator, and a lot of material shit has cut in. Okay, being with a karmic is very materialistic too. Okay, so at the end of the day, like, they can be underneath this karmic, but they're soulless. I'm telling you, if the soul is with you, then the soul is not with the body. The soul is not loving you and another person at the same damn time. Okay, the body's over there, the soul is with you. So when you learn the difference, you'll learn to set the soul free so it can go back to the body, so the body can come back to you. Okay, like I said, if you set it free, and it comes back as meant to be. Okay, set the physical body free, and start loving yourself to the point where you will set the soul free, not free as connection, but free enough to love yourself. Because what the soul is doing is coming in to love you, because you don't have that 100% love for yourself. So what it's trying to do is just trying to coach you. The masculine spirit is trying to coach you to love yourself. Okay, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, so that I can go back, so that I can go home to my body, so that I can manifest through my physical body. But I ain't worried about you, feminine, because you seem too worried, or you seem too jealous, and you seem too envious, or that's a negative frequency. So the feminine is truly in negative frequency. I'm not talking about your body, but your mindset is holding you down, is grounding you, and your masculine is trying to tell you to come on up. You know what I'm saying? Get out your body illusion of what's going on. Like, we really think that the masculine is in a low frequency due to what they're doing physically, because that just shows that you're just a physical thinker, because you're not thinking of your connection on a spiritual level. Okay, this is why the masculine is coming in and is knocking at your door, like, not physically but spiritually, coming through your dreams and coming through you and showing you just how great the connection is. But you're denying yourself because you're too busy worrying about the low frequency of the body and what the body is doing, who the body is with, and that's keeping you grounded. That's keeping you at a low frequency. You choose to not believe that the soul is real, and what you feel is you trying to return it back to the body. Okay, But you need to return the energy that you feel for your masculine to back to the energy that's given to you. Okay? You got to equal it. You know, if the body's not giving you love, stand back and wait for the body to come in and give you love. If the energy is giving you love, then give the energy love back. It's equality, okay? If the energy is loving you, energetically love it back. Okay? Don't energetically, love the physical body, okay? Because that's not balanced. The physical body's here and the energetic love is up here. So you got to do energy with energy, body with body. If the body is not present, then don't love the body until the body comes within itself. Love the soul. And that's all, that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. I got to take a picture of this. Hold on. But if you get what I'm saying and you really truly want to heal and you want to come into union, that's what you got to do. You got to understand that the connection is spiritual. So keep it there. And I'm going to keep saying that because we have to understand the connection is spiritual. Take the connection above so it can manifest below. Okay? Take it above so it can manifest below. That's the best way to deal with this spiritual connection. You can't cut ties with this masculine. It's not gonna happen. You could physically cut ties with the masculine for a little while before spirit start to pull us back to union, okay? But other than that, until then, that's that. But no resisting, okay? We are resisting the spirit because we don't understand where the love is coming from. Okay, spirit is trying to show you where your love is coming from. Your love is unconditional. So keep it there. Keep it on an unconditional level. Okay? Spirit with spirit, body with body. Don't spirit with body and body with spirit. You gotta balance it. You gotta balance the connection. If your masculine is loving you on a spiritual level, love them back. Reflect that back to them until they become one with their bodies. When their bodies come, you will recognize them within their bodies, and then you are good to go with loving the body. But don't forget about the spiritual connection, because a lot of us feminines get the body and forget about the connection. Then you'll end up in a karmic state of mind where you lost yourself within the physical body again. Okay, you got to tap back into the spiritual understanding of the connection with you and your masculine. It's very deep and it's very easy when you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you took away the need for the body, if you took away the need, okay, for the body at that moment and actually patiently waited, until the like nobody really wants a unhealed masculine. That shit is toxic, and this is exactly why the relationship between the karmic and the divine feminine looks the same, because the masculine is carrying that toxic energy. Okay, the masculine is carrying that I haven't made a choice energy. Okay, so and that just show you that the masculine is not one with their bodies yet when they still undecisive, because the soul knows what it wants. Okay, the soul is not saying I'm with you and then I'm with the karmic, I'm with you and then I'm with this other karmic. No, the soul ain't doing that. The soul knows exactly who they want to be with, where they want to be, and sooner or later they will manifest through their bodies once the feminine understands unconditional love. Okay, you got to love your masculine on multiple levels. Okay, multiple levels. And if you don't understand that, and you're a karmic and you're watching because you want to know what's going on, you may end up being triggered. Okay, you may end up being triggered yourself, and you may end up running into your own divine masculine. Okay, and then you will get on this journey, because everybody that comes across this knowledge, comes across this understanding, has been chosen to awaken, and soon something will come into their life. So everybody got to be prepared. Okay, everybody got to be prepared for the shift. Nobody gets away with nothing. You will deal with karma when karma comes. Okay, and that's just that. Universe gonna get their way regardless, because they are the creator. You will never be greater than the creator. You will never be greater than your creator. A lot of people got away with not respecting their mother and fathers, but at the end of the day, before your mother and father, there was another mother and father. There's always a role to play, and there's always a role to respect. Okay, the respect will, you know, The respect will be given. I was gonna blow that out, but we gonna let that be. The respect will be given. Universe will get their way. No matter how we feel, universe will have their way, one way or another. Okay. So the best thing to do is respect the soul, respect the union. If you're karmic, dealing with a divine masculine, and you have this understanding that there is something not connected between you two, and you're just lusting your masculine and trying to be spiteful to keep them away from the divine feminine, don't do that, because that's a waste of your time, your energy. Go find your own union worth fighting for. And if you're a divine feminine and you know that this connection is real because you had that soul recognition, okay, and you met your masculine and you have that soul recognition, then you stand in your knowing and you be patient and you wait, okay? Because at the end of the day, everything is done in divine timing, okay? You can be in union tomorrow if it's up to spirit, but the work has to be done. Spirit is not going to just hand you shit and say, here, you deserve this because you know you're masculine, but you still haven't done the work. Okay, you know you got the steps, you got levels, you got trials and tribulations, you got levels you gotta face before you can get to the hierarchies. You know what I'm saying? You can't just meet your masculine and come in. And if that was the case, then you guys would be together. We have work to do. We have shit to do. Okay? You were chosen to awaken for a purpose. Your purpose is to deliver the message that this shit is real. Deliver the message that God is real. Deliver the message that spirit is real. Deliver the message that twin flames are real. You know, whatever name they may call this connection. Okay? Because this connection could be called multiple names. But let people know that this is real. That is your job. Your job as a divine partner that has been chosen. And then if you're not doing that because you afraid of what somebody's gonna think, or you don't want to express your feelings to people, this is your job. You have to let the other person know, because you are supposed to trigger the next person to awaken. And when you don't want to serve the universe by doing so, you're going to hinder yourself. Why would universe give you something if you're not working to get it? That's your job. Your job is to deliver the message. Deliver the message that spirit is real. Have you found, people, if people in toxic situations, if you're, you got to let them know there is a difference. Okay. And you as a divine partner should know, you know what to look for, you know what the challenges are, you know what it comes with. Deliver the message. You let them know it may look the same, but it's not. There is a spiritual connection between you and your divine masculine. If you are karmic in a toxic situation with another karmic, then some of y'all got to get the hell up out of there, okay? Because you got karmics dealing with karmics, you know what I'm saying? Or you got divines dealing with karmics and shit like that. It's order that needs to be placed. That needs to be broken free. You guys need to be broken free from that toxic situation. Even if it is going well, eventually something will happen. They will run into their divine partner out of nowhere, and um it's going to trigger this karmic relationship that was so supposedly so good. Something's going to trigger it, and regardless, when divine gets involved, there is no way. So the best way is not to resist divine. Just do what you got to do and just respect the universe for what it is. This is life. Okay, life ain't what you thought it was. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? You got to clean off that mirror and understand, like, this is what life is really about. It ain't about that program bullshit we've been taught. This is what life is really about, and this is what spirit is trying to get you to do. This is your job. Your job is to say, this is what life is about. Coming to oneness, connecting to spirit, connecting to the universe, respecting its order. Okay? Respect universal order over man's law any day. Okay? You got man's law, then you got universal law. So live by universal law. You know what universal law is, because your intuition will tell you day in and day out which way to go, who to speak to, why you shouldn't speak to this person, so on, so on, so on. So you have an intuition. That is your God. Now, yeah, you got an ego that's always going to come around and try to, make shit seem bad. But you always, ego don't come with a first, ego don't have permission to speak first. Ego don't speak until after the soul speaks. So that's why you always got to go with your first gut instinct. If spirit said don't fuck with that guy, then don't fuck with that guy. But your ego gonna say, okay, fuck with that guy because he got some money, or fuck with that guy because he got a nice car, or fuck with that guy because this, that, and third. You lust in him and shit. Spirits, you go with spirit first. Ego got a lot of shit to say. Ego's gonna always come with more shit to say than God. You understand what I'm saying? But God is straight to the point. Don't fuck with him. God don't have to give you an explanation to why you shouldn't fuck with him. Just take God's word for it and run with it. Or you'll be stuck in a situation where your ego is gonna abandon you, and they're only gonna come around when you hurt. Okay? The ego is gonna come around when you hurt and say, "Well, I told you don't fuck with him," and you know what I'm saying. But then again, you should fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And then God's gonna say, you know what, you know, don't, you know what I'm saying, just try to move forward from it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn the difference between those two, because you're gonna always have an ego and you're gonna always have the God within you, but you gotta learn to listen to the God within you. Everybody led by ego, okay? Instead of listening to their spirit, instead of listening to their intuition, listen to your intuition. It knows best, okay? Tell the ego to take a back seat. Tell the ego to take a back seat, okay? Because all the ego going to do is deceive you, okay? Deceive you from what you're supposed to be doing. But I'm going to leave it at that. Peace and blessings to you all. Peace to all my moderators that popped in. I'm not really sure. I really wasn't reading the comments. But, you know, it just has to be known, you know, like, try hard to do your spiritual work, because that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters, you know, is your self-love. Because once you love yourself, you don't need nobody to love you outside of you. Okay? You got to love yourself within. Love your masculine within you, because your masculine is, that's where your masculine is at right now. When the body's not present, your masculine is within you. So you got to go in. You got to go in, and y'all got to tap into past life, um, you know, past life clearance. Okay? Past life clearance, you know, and do the work. Help the universe heal. Help the universe. That's your job. Okay? When you do your job, universe will say, "Okay, I see you, I see you." But you don't do it for one day. Okay? You don't do it for one day and that's it. Oh, okay, God, I did it today. Now what you gonna give me? No. It's got to be genuine. Because that's when spirit will test you. That's what God universe gonna come and test you by throwing you a curveball. They may throw a hater in front of you and say, "Here, see how you gonna handle that." They may throw your masculine in front of you and say, "Here, do you recognize me, or do you just recognize my flesh?" They're gonna test you. Remember, at all times, at any times, it's always going to be a test that you have to pass. Okay, you have to pass that test, and that test is to always put God before. God is the all the above. God is the C. You got A, B, and C. Okay, when you always see that all the above, you always pick the all the above, because once all the above is there, that just means all that must be completed within. That God comes before all that, you know. So circle that all the above when it comes to your life crisis, and say, you know what, it's God in this. It's God that's doing this. You know, it's the creator, or you know, that's trying to get me to get my strength up. Don't look at it in a bad situation. You got to look at it in a positive. Get out of that ego state of mind that make you say, well, you should have that relationship and you should have it now. Because that's when you start grounding yourself on a physical level, and you forget your God, and you forget what your God, why you came here and shit like that. So this is why you're triggered. You're being triggered to remind you why you came here. You didn't come here to party, drink, and have fun and do all that shit. Not saying that you can't, but when you let the shit take you off your path, that's a problem. Okay? When you can live your life how you want to live your life, but if you start to let shit distract you completely, like there's nothing wrong with going out, hanging out with your friends and shit, but never forget that God is everywhere and in all things. That you be mindful and respect yourself, because God is watching. That's what you got to do when you live your life, so that you can be guided through your journey. Okay? This shit is very real. You know? So don't be afraid. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that again. I said I was going to leave it at that again. Okay? I don't remove my cards, but we still going to rock with it. You know what I'm saying? This shit real, y'all. So all you just need to do is just respect your God. Respect your intuition so it could rock with you. That's your best friend. That's your mother and your father. That's everything. That's your creator. When you look at something above that, you know what I'm saying? When you put shit above that, I would have a problem too. If I was your intuition and I was like, yo, look, go this way, don't go that way. You go that way, you're gonna get stabbed by a hating ass female. Then I'm gonna tell you, yo, don't go that way, you're gonna get stabbed by a hating ass female. But if you say, well, I'm gonna go this way anyway, because I'm a bitch and I'm gonna go over there and fuck this bitch up and I'm gonna do this, do that, then you just set yourself up for failure. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta tap back in. And that's vice versa to dudes, because they got it worse. Okay, a lot of them are full of male testosterones and shit, where they always gotta put their head up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn how to master our bodies, master your body, know how to control your car, know how to drive your vehicle. Okay, learn how to park your car where it needs to be and not park that shit where rocks and shit's gonna hit it, or somebody's gonna judge it, or just learn how to drive your car. Your inner soul is the mechanic to that shit. So learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? When you learn how to do that, you can't be stopped. Okay, when you got your mechanic inside your car and fixing it every time, you can't go wrong. But a lot of us are driving a car without a mechanic, okay, or without a driver. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are being driven by, you know what I'm saying, some alter ego, and that's not going to lead you. A lot of masculines are stuck in their alter egos. So this is why you got to be unconditional, because you got to know the difference. You got to know the difference. Use your discernment. But it's pouring outside, and I know my internet's going to start messing up any minute, so I'm going to shut this down before it gets worse. Peace and blessings to you all. I'm gonna load up the description. Peace to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the support. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you, because I'm a very feminine, masculine female. I have a mindset of a male, so I know exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I live like a female, I act like a female, but I think like a man. I'm not gay or nothing. I'm straight. But I can tell you what a man's thinking. Like, my masculine would tell me that I'm too masculine when it comes to the way I do shit. Like, I could read him, and he don't like that. But he's to me he's feminine. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like our energies must be switched back. Like, he needs to take his masculine energy, and I need to receive my feminine energy, and that's the only way the shit really gonna balance itself out, and we can see each other for who each other really is. Like, you know but together, we unstoppable. But anyway, until then, you know what I'm saying, let the bodies do what they have to do. Let the souls do what they have to do. You do what you gotta do. Never mind who they with, because you could be with somebody that you ain't supposed to be with, and you're gonna deal with all kinds of karma, and you're gonna deal with all kinds of hell too. Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. The best way to do is to drown yourself into studying who you are. Drown yourself into getting to know who you are, because that will, you know, how they say, self love would attract. Okay, when you love yourself more than you love your masculine would say, okay, she loves herself enough. I can go back to my body. So love yourself enough. Okay, love you more than you love your masculine. Love your inner self more than you love your masculine. A lot of y'all got more love for your masculine than you do yourself. And then you wonder why your masculine don't want to come back to you. Your masculine don't need that kind of love. They want you to love yourself first, to not put up with no shit. Because it's going to be a challenge you got to face when y'all come into union. It's going to be all kinds of shit. Haters, you know, fake ass women coming around, fake ass dudes coming around calling themselves the one to destroy y'all. So you got to be ready. You got to be ready. It's a challenge. Okay, this is why you're in your trial. This is the worst part. This is the worst part of it all, is coming together, respecting each other, loving each other, and coming together. Once after, it'll be an easy breeze. But to other people, it'll be like, damn, why they always fucking with us? And y'all would be like, y'all be so unconditional and so at harmony. It's like, we don't care about them. We don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? The hard part is dealing with the union and separation. Okay, accepting the fact that you gotta love yourself more. Okay, there's nothing wrong with wanting to check up on them, but the energies that I get from a lot of y'all too focused on, like, it's like when I do your readings, okay, when I do your readings, spirit's gonna tell me what you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Not what you want to hear. Okay, so a lot of y'all get a little disappointed. Then I have to break it down to you why spirit has told you this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes spirit just wants y'all to do, connect to spirit to find out what you need to do to heal. Now, yeah, you can check up on your master and see what's going on. That's fine. But at the end of the day, it's like, at the end of the day, the key is for you to heal, because you shouldn't even be worried about the masculine. What is it that I need to do? Where am I in my life? Okay, is my masculine okay? Is he safe? Or something like that. That's fine. But you got to hear the truth, you know, and that's just real, you know. So this will be the third time I'm going to say this, but we're going to get off this for real this time. Peace, y'all. Thank y'all for all y'all support. Check the description when I load it up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, we're gonna go all the way with this, because at the end of the day, I'm not just a reader to y'all. I do this for the logic thinkers. You know, we gotta heal. We gotta heal and we gotta wake up. So I'm here to spread that frequency. All right, I'm here to spread that frequency. So peace to you guys and gals. Spread that love. Tell your stories. It don't matter. I don't care. Tell you, speak your truth and watch how much you lift. You know, you gotta practice with people who don't understand you. You know what I'm saying? You got to. You gotta face it. You know, I face plenty of people, my family and everybody. They don't understand, but I don't care. I spoke my truth. You come around me, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna speak about my union. Okay, well look, well that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't need a new man. Okay, I'm celibate. I'm celibate until the one is come, and I have no problem waiting for the one, because I'm patient like that. You know, I don't want nobody just playing around with my body. You know what I'm saying? Any old way. And shit, I don't even barely want my masculine to be playing with my body while he's in this sleep, while he's in his sleep in the sunken place. We just gonna call it the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know? So let me get off of here, y'all. The storm is coming. It's like raining like shit right now. It looked like it's gonna pass, but we'll see. So if anything, I'll jump back on later. Peace, y'all.